we have been told by a source that is connected to the case that it is not Celeste, and therefore it doesn't do what we hoped it would do, right?
I'm a little bit confused that if the body is decomposed and they can't see physically what it is that caused her, I'm not sure a toxicology report necessarily shows that.
I can't even pretend this whole situation isn't getting darker by the day. Every time there's a new update in the David case, things somehow get more confusing instead of clearer. The latest bombshell? The official report just dropped, and instead of real answers, it gave us nothing but question marks. The examiner's note listed the cause of death as pending, meaning even after weeks, no one knows if Celeste's passing is being ruled as natural, accidental, or something else entirely. And let's be honest, who wouldn't find that strange? The silence surrounding this case has the internet buzzing nonstop. Clips, screenshots, and so-called receipts are spreading everywhere. From the Tesla parking ticket timeline to awkward videos of David looking uncomfortable when someone resembling Celeste approaches him. It's messy, it's chaotic, and people online are piecing it together faster than the officials seem to be moving. It's wild how quick fans are at digging things up. They've already shared Discord threads, old stream clips, and even deleted posts, all while investigators are still waiting on lab results. Everyone wants answers now, but when you look at what officials are actually saying, it starts to explain why David hasn't been charged yet. So yeah, when the report for Celeste Riva Hernandez came out, it basically said absolutely nothing. The exact phrase, cause deferred. What does that even mean? So here's what that cause deferred line really means. The autopsy's done, but the examiner's waiting on toxicology and tissue results before calling anything official. That's usually the moment you know something about the case isn't simple. Captain Scott Williams from LAPD even said they couldn't confirm anything without those results. And that's the catch right there. Until investigators figure out whether she passed from trauma, poisoning, or any other unusual cause, they can't legally point fingers at anyone. Which explains why David is still walking free for now. But seriously, every new document in this case just brings up more mystery instead of clarity. The only solid thing the report confirmed was that Celeste wasn't expecting and hadn't been in the past year, shutting down one of the biggest online rumors that had been spinning for weeks. Still, that doesn't make this story any easier to digest. The part that truly stings? She was under the legal age, and thinking about how her body was left in that car while the tour went on, that's just heartbreaking. It's impossible not to feel uneasy about that. Remember, her body was found inside David's Tesla. But here's the wild detail. That car had been parked for days before anyone even realized something was wrong. Reports say on August 27th, a parking officer noticed the Tesla sitting still in the Hollywood Hills and marked its tires. By September 3rd, it had already been ticketed for sitting past the 72-hour limit. And then, by September 5th, it finally got hauled off to the Hollywood impound lot. How did nobody catch it sooner? By the time Celeste was finally discovered on September 8th, that Tesla looked like it hadn't been touched in weeks. The whole thing was covered in thick layers of dust. Investigators even said it was clear the car had been sitting there since late August, untouched the entire time. Many now believe her body had been inside from the very start. Private investigator Steve Fisher backed that up with photos on X, zooming in on the filthy windshield to prove the Tesla hadn't been moved or opened for days. That detail alone made the timeline look a whole lot more suspicious. But here's where things really twist. The car was officially registered in David's name, yet reports claim multiple people could use it. So now the question everyone's asking is, did he personally leave it there? Or did someone else have access and use it for something terrible? The internet is demanding answers, but the truth is, this kind of case takes serious time. Even though finding Celeste in his Tesla sounds like an open and shut situation, it's not that simple. Prosecutors can't just jump to arrest someone without having enough solid evidence to hold up in court. They're gathering everything: DNA samples, fingerprint results, phone data, location tracking, Discord messages, social media logs, rideshare records, banking activity, and any witness statements that can place him with Celeste at key moments. All that stuff takes time to verify, and if they move too fast without airtight proof, a skilled lawyer could tear the case apart and then he'd walk away for good. That's why LAPD's keeping things quiet and methodical, stacking up the evidence behind the scenes so that when they finally act, there's no way out. But now there's talk of a second possible crime angle, and that's where things start getting even darker. It's one thing for people online to say he manipulated her, but in court, words aren't enough. Every screenshot has to be verified, every video clip needs to be proven real and untouched, and all of it must link directly back to him. If anyone else helped, like moving cars, cleaning areas, or deleting files, investigators have to pull those people in too. So when things go quiet, it doesn't mean nothing's happening. Quiet just means they're stacking evidence behind the scenes, making sure that when this case finally explodes, there's no escaping it. And now comes the part that's seriously giving people chills. New photos are popping up online, and they're making this whole situation even more disturbing. One image in particular shows David wearing a wig that looks strikingly similar to one Celeste used to wear. And when you put those pictures side by side, it's downright eerie. It's almost like he was trying to copy her look or channel her image in some weird way. But that's not what really sent fans spiraling. The clip that went viral came from a meet and greet. He's chatting with fans, all smiles, everything seems normal, until a girl who looks eerily similar to Celeste steps up. The instant he sees her, his entire body language changes. His face tightens, his vibe shifts completely. You can literally feel the tension through the screen. Fans rushed to the comments saying things like, "His face really said, wait, and bro froze up for real." And it doesn't stop there. Brand new concert photos just took this theory to a whole new level. Footage from his Silver Spring, Maryland show on August 23rd or 24th is now surfacing. And let's just say, what people noticed next has everyone questioning what was really going on. In those concert photos, there's a girl standing up in the balcony who looks almost identical to Celeste. Same hair, same build, even the same black tube top that authorities later confirmed she had on when she was found in David's Tesla. If that was her, then this concert might have been the very last time anyone saw her alive. And that thought alone is chilling. The show took place around 12 days before the Tesla was towed on September 5th, and just 3 days before Celeste's body was officially found on September 8th. But here's where it gets messy. A source close to the case reportedly told TMZ that the girl in the footage isn't Celeste at all. So, officially, that sighting hasn't been confirmed. Still, that hasn't stopped fans from replaying and zooming in on every single frame, desperate to figure out whether she really was there that night. Because if she was, then the whole timeline changes again, and the window for what really went down gets a lot tighter. That's exactly why the internet's losing it right now. When the timeline gets blurry, so does the story. And that's when new theories start flying everywhere. Some people are convinced David didn't act alone. One of the most discussed theories suggests that someone else might have been involved. That maybe Celeste's body was left in his car to either set him up or cover for something deeper. To make things even more suspicious, one of Celeste's former teachers claimed in a video that after her second disappearance, students at school were whispering about possible blackmail. If there's even a hint of truth in that, it could mean there were more players in this situation than anyone first thought. And not just David.
What? Hold up. That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we allegedly did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Here's the detail that truly sent chills through everyone. Celeste's mom revealed that when her daughter first disappeared back in 2024, she got a mysterious phone call. The person on the line told her not to look for Celeste, that she was fine. After that, total silence. No follow-up, no trace of who made the call. Tell me that doesn't sound suspicious. That one call is exactly why so many people believe this situation runs way deeper than a simple runaway story. Because if someone was confident enough to reach out and tell the family to stop searching, that screams planning. Maybe even a group effort to keep things quiet. And honestly, the silence from investigators isn't necessarily them doing nothing. It could mean they're already onto something bigger. Think about it. That Tesla didn't just move around Hollywood on its own. If David was really outperforming during that time, then someone else must have had access to the car, which could mean there are more people tied to this than anyone ever expected. Then there's another disturbing detail. In April 2024, Celeste's brother said she left home to see a movie with her boyfriend, whose name he gave as David. I don't even have to spell out how suspicious that sounds. Fast forward a few months later, and David himself starts reposting TikToks about chopping meat, paired with these unsettling, jealous-style captions. And here's where it gets even harder to ignore. He was posting those clips while people were already questioning his connection to a missing girl. That's no coincidence. It's eerie. Things are shifting every day, new updates dropping nonstop, and if this case really connects to other people behind the scenes, then this silence we're seeing right now might be the calm before the storm. Don't forget to like, share, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. See you in the next one.